I promise that I will not crash out this time. Honestly, I think hating Rent-A-Girlfriend at this point is just the consensus. As a work of fiction, this thing is just indefensible. And I was really reminded of this series' shittiness when I went back and started researching for this video. There is actually such little narrative progression in any way, shape, or form in the Rent-A-Girlfriend manga that I could go back and pick any random chapter in any order and just read it and have a perfect understanding of what's going on. That is literally how I researched for this video. By the time I had jumped to some random chapter between 120 and 380, I had already understood the plot, the character motivations, how the chapter was going to end. I knew all of that because, come on now, this story is not going anywhere. Rent-A-Girlfriend is just that utterly stagnant and predictable through its runtime. And as a first-time reader of the infamous pool scene, I think that scene really illustrates a core issue with this manga as a whole. There is a chapter in that section that really portrays Kazuya at a point where he's able to get over himself and get over his feelings for Chizuru, you know, the thing that's been holding him back the entire time, and honestly the bane of this series. It was a moment in time where the story could have really shown us some real character growth for once. But what did we get instead?
You think this is funny?
In a cosmic sort of way, yes.
Well, Mr. Funny Man, is this how you get your sick kicks?
What? It's just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness!
All that progress that Kazuya had made up to this point was all thrown away without a second thought. And look, I'm not saying that it's bad to show characters trying to improve and failing at that. I think that's actually good storytelling, actually. The problem with Rent-A-Girlfriend is that a lot of these actions are more like a cycle, and it is utterly pointless. Characters aren't attempting to grow, and they aren't learning any lessons, that's for sure. It is in fact mental and literal masturbation. It is a sickness! It is deviant, and we do not want it. However, today I wanted to talk about something else. Something else in this story that really pissed me off. Something that once I noticed it, and kept seeing it, it made me so heated that I just want to explode. I could explode right now. I'll go ahead and let Didus explain.
Okay, you know what okay, one more before we move on from Rent-A-Girlfriend. I have one more thing that pisses me off about this manga. Every chapter, guys, every time they show a girl going out, like just walking, like one of the girls, they always have like guys on the street, like background characters going like, oh my gosh, she's so hot. Oh my gosh, she's like a model. So like her legs, so slender, her boobs, insane. And like every panel, every chapter, they do that. There's always like some random...
Holy fuck, the body's insane.
I wish I had a girlfriend like him. Oh my god.
To the uninitiated, this may seem like just a whatever type of thing. Oh, it's an anime-ism. This happens all the time in anime. And it does happen in other anime, just not like this. This is different, and it's really weird. So I wanted to figure out why the hell he does this, and why I'm so pissed about it. So that's the video, let's get on to it. Guys, make no mistake, I am by no means some kind of storytelling genius. Writing is clearly not my strong suit, as I, currently read the script for this video right now, but I am interested in certain elements of storytelling. Specifically after watching the show Arcane, I began to see a lot of YouTubers talk about and analyze the show on YouTube, and they taught me a lot of things about just good storytelling. One thing that really stood out to me is the fact that everything in Arcane, every single scene, every single shot, counts for something and is building towards some other plot thing that could happen in the future. Everything is building towards another thing. And I really like that. It makes for a highly engaging viewing experience. So now I essentially take that lens of analysis and apply it to every other thing that I watch, whether it be media, any kind of art form that I watch. And that leads us back to Rent-A-Girlfriend, where we are confronted with the ubiquitous guys in the background make discreet comments about some girl's attractiveness or sexuality so that they can't hear, but the audience can hear just loud enough. You know, in the beginning, I didn't really think too much about these scenes, but these little fucking moments just happen so often that I feel like, I'm just beginning to feel like Reiji Miyajima, the author, just has some kind of problem with how the audience views his characters. Yes, I think this is a problem with the author himself. A problem other than him being a figurative anime terrorist, by the way. Just wanted to clarify that. Have you seen the way he talks about Chizuru, the main girl of his series? This girl is my beautiful girlfriend, and her name is Chizuru Mizuhara. She's a very kind girl, and she always forgives me in the end, even if she gets really mad at me afterwards. This is not rational. In fact, this is a sickness of the highest order. Now, I'm not saying there's definitely a link between, you know, those two issues, but you gotta admit, this is pretty weird, being this level of infatuated with a 2D character that you yourself created. Who knows, this may just have, this may just have nothing to do with anything. Just a fun, wacky little observation. The reason why I bring up Reiji Miyajima is because this whole phenomenon, this technique of having characters comment on the sexual or attractive value of a female character from the background is not just a rent-a-girlfriend problem. He uses this thing everywhere. That's right, it also rears its ugly head in the other anime adaptation, the Shiunji Family Children. Honestly, I'm not sure how this guy keeps getting anime adaptation deals. I don't know, why are people so eager to adapt his shit? It's the show where we can't have a harem because we're all a big family and we're all blood related, guys. Oh, wait a minute. We're not related? Oh, we're not actually blood related. What a convenient plot point there. Overall, this show is pretty inoffensive, at times even competent. But my problem stems from the usual thing, random guys kind of just on the street, in the background, in the fog of war, making little comments, discreet little comments about high school girls. Oh wow, that girl must be, oh, she's really hot, she's really sexy. Oh my god. These are high school girls, what are we talking about? Additionally, the main character will also just do it too. Main dude is having these like sexual and lewd thoughts about these girls that he's been living with for his entire life. Literally the girls that he thought were his sisters just a second ago. That's kinda, I don't know, man. I don't know. In all reality, the show's not that bad. It's like Quintessential Quintuplets, just again. It's just that show again. However, this issue is so much worse. It's so much worse than Rent-a-Girlfriend, and you guys already know this. Whenever Kazuya and Chizuru go on a date, there's always these dumb guys, these freaking idiot subliminal voices in the background, these stupid in-universe psyop that's trying to convince me that the girl's attractive. And don't even get me started when Kazuya does it himself. Oh my god, there are chapters that consist of it's just 90% of Kazuya fantasizing about how beautiful Chizuru is. She's like, oh my god, she's so pretty. Oh my god. Dude, it's been 300 chapters. What are we doing? And that's the thing that really pisses me off about the background guy technique. Why is it there? Why is this happening? The only logical reason that I can think of as to why these scenes need to happen is, I guess, to convince me like, hey, the girl's attractive. And okay, I mean, you can get away with it one time, but why are we seeing it so many times? Oh my god. I don't need you, Reiji Miyajima, to tell me that the girl is attractive, because I can look at her with my own freaking eyes. Look, man, I've had my phase where I watched the harem, ecchi, fan service anime. I had my phase where I hated those anime. I hated everything harem, ecchi, fan service because I was like, ooh, it's like fan service. It's ew. That's so weird. But now I'm just over all of that. I can appreciate a hot anime character for what they are. And I know that this is what the show is aiming for. I understand why there are a bunch of close-up shots of, you know, these girls' thighs and their breasts all over the screen. I get it, okay? I understand, and I can see it incredibly well. So why in the heliante do I need some random dude from the fog of war whispering in the audience's ear, oh my god, dude, that girl is so hot. Yo, is she a model or something? Oh my god. Who's that guy she's with? Is that her boyfriend? Wow, that guy's such a loser. Wow. Dude, but damn, that girl is really hot though. It's almost like Reiji is insecure about the way the audience feels about his attractiveness of his characters. So it's almost like he has to reassure us that, hey guys, please, I just want you guys to know these characters are really hot, okay? And it's like, okay, check this out. Newsflash. Everyone already thinks the characters are super hot. That's literally like the one praise that people actually give the show. People often say, oh man, dude, this Rent-A-Girlfriend is such a terrible, trashy show, but at least the girls are really hot. Like come on, it's literally the one saving grace. Everyone talks about this. I do not know why Reiji Miyajima does this. Even after meditating on it for so long, after all this research, I do not understand why he does this. But I wish that he would sit down with himself and really think, damn, why am I such an anime terrorist? Why did I create the worst protagonist in all of anime history? And instead of focusing on trying to reassure the audience that his characters are hot, which we know that, yeah, that's the one saving grace of your show, maybe you can think about just writing some kind of plot progression that doesn't feel like you're wasting 400 chapters of my life. Even though I didn't read it. I didn't read 400 chapters, but it feels like I did. Anyway, this has really turned into a rant, and I did end up crashing out. But if you have any strong opinions on this topic, please let me know down in the comments. I've been actually thinking about this topic for quite a long time as well. Finally got around to making the video. So let me know if you think I'm off the mark or if I'm right on there. And I will be checking those comments. So you better leave them, or something bad will happen to you. Also, have any of you caught up with this manga? Like, oh my god, this recent chapter we're on, man. Like, wow. Also, I can't even imagine the agony of having to read this manga week by week. I can't even imagine the straight pain and agony and suffering that must bring upon you. But anyway, I hope your day is not a bunch of agony. I hope your day is good. Have a great day, and I'll catch you later.